if we're making a sandwich, wine is just like 2 pieces of bread, right?
Yeah.
Beer is like bread with like meat and cheese. Well, then you get into cocktails. And once you hit cocktails, you're like, okay, well, like, we can make anything. We can make tacos. We can make
what kind of bread am I using?
We can
I'm
make
changing
anything.
that,
I can change every single thing. And so, the bartender's choice at Green Russel was, which I put on the menu, was it's always the worst name for something because it's not the bartender's choice. It's always the choice of the drinker. But it goes to show it was like 65%. Like we did like 3.5 million was like our top year sales. We did 90% liquor. 65% of that was probably bartender's choice.
Wow.
I would tell you, like, I also would train bartenders this. I like them to train knowing classics as baselines, not as, like, I hated. Okay, so, like, I used to be, like, real mean. No, I've always been nice, but I used to be nuts. I hated when bartenders would come in with, like, an imbibe or, like, a trade mag and start pulling recipes from there. I'm like, they should be pulling recipes from you. Yeah. Like I had a product list of like 900 there, and I would teach bartenders. I'm like, you don't need to learn, like, you need to learn classics, you need to learn how to make sours, you need to learn like these certain like sort of like fundamental points, like almost like a tripod. Really, like you have your sour bases, you have your spirit proportions, and then from there you have just like your general classic cocktails, and then that's what supports everything else. I tried to teach palates. Know how your mixers, not like mixers, it's a weird name. Know how your modifiers interact with each other. Like how this bitter and that sweet, say, play. Like that was really where I went. And then also, like, it came down to, I'm not a big compound syrup guy. I like individual syrups, like ginger, black pepper, cardamom. You list them off. Like occasionally I would do like a lavender rose, because individually those flavor, like, just straight lavender can be a little overwhelming, just straight rose can be overwhelming, but really I would never make more than like a 2-part syrup. Yeah. Because once you get into compound syrups,
you wouldn't do like a ginger honey.
No, ginger
cinnamon.
honey's fine. Yeah, but not ginger honey cinnamon.
Just like something that basically is that in spirit for a cocktail or whatever. Yeah.
And because the thing is once you get into compound syrups, you start losing your ability to utilize them like across the board in multiple different ways. And like, I mean, if I'm using 50%, if I'm using say half an ounce of syrup, I can do 2 quarters to build a compound. Yeah. Now that doesn't mean that, for certain cocktails you really want to blow it up. Sure, if you're doing a menu cocktail, yeah, you can go fucking nuts with it.
Yeah, just batch it all up anyways. Yeah.
But I'll tell you this right now, like, I mean, back in 2010, I would say when I opened Green Russell and what we got, I could tell straight up that, like, the new level of the new drinkers, the new real drinkers, we're going to give less and less shits about wine and more love to